I just never hit record the first time. What up, crew? It is the first Magic Monday of 2021, so of course we got to start off with a great quote. This one is by Steve Jobs. It says, if you're working on something that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. So bam, get pulled by your visions. Now, of course, since this is the first magic trick I'm doing for 2021, I wanted to keep it nice and simple. So without any further ado, let's do it. All right, guys, now check this out. Bam, got my deck right here. Of course, you want to start off by taking the cards right out of the box and throwing the box over to the side. Now we're going to go ahead, give the deck a quick shuffle. There we go. That's good enough. And bam. Now, of course, it doesn't matter if I shuffled, it doesn't matter if the spectator shuffled. As long as the deck gets shuffled, it's all good. Now I'm going to go ahead and select out two cards. There's one, and let's see, what other card do I want to pick out? What other card should I pick out? It's always a struggle. Always a struggle here. I don't know. We'll do this one, okay? So, yeah, I can show you. We have the 5 of hearts, and we have the 4 of clubs. So now that we have these cards, I'm going to go ahead and tell the spectator to start dealing off cards off the top, right? They can either deal 1, 2, or 3 cards at a time. So if they deal 1 card, it's like this. If they deal 2 cards, like this. 3 cards, like this, okay? And we can just keep on going until they want to stop. So there we go. There we go. There we go. And again, it doesn't really matter as long as we stop at a decent time. Let's just say we stopped right here. So we'll take this first card, 4 of clubs, and I'll put it right here, and then we'll close it like this. And now we're going to continue this. So there we go. Continue dealing, and we're going to put the second card there. And now what's going to be cool is that the place where we're placing these cards, right? Again, the spectator is doing all the dealing. They decide where the cards get placed face up. Wherever that card is placed, it's going to actually find its pair, right? So of course the pair for the 4 of diamonds would be 4 of hearts. For the 5 of hearts, it would be 5 of diamonds. So here we go. You ready for this? Spread these cards out. Of course, we put these cards in face up. And now you went ahead, dealt those cards, put them face up wherever you wanted. And now if we take a look, there's 1 card next to the 4 of clubs, 1 card next to the 5 of hearts. The 4 of clubs is located right next to the 4 of spades, and the 5 of hearts is located right next to the 5 of diamonds. Alright guys, so here we are right at the tutorial. Just a little bit of background on this effect. It's known as Pair 'em Up by Mark Elsey. And like I said, it's going to be a really easy trick to start off this year. Now, breaking it down, of course, you want to take the cards right out of the tuck box because that usually helps. Now, I like to start this trick off by handing the deck over to the spectator and having them shuffle it up. And of course, this just gives the spectator a false sense of security that, you know, the deck is being shuffled. There's no way anything could possibly happen. And of course, since they're doing it, there's a greater chance of nothing possibly happening. All right, so once the deck has been shuffled, they hand it right back to you. And now you're going to go ahead and take a look at the card on the bottom and the card on the top. In this case, the top card is the 8 of spades, and the bottom card is the ace of spades. So you're going to go ahead and tell the spectator that you're going to take out 2 cards. So the first card you're going to take out is the pair for the ace of spades, which would be the ace of clubs, so just the same value of opposite color. So there we go, looking for the ace of clubs. There it is. And of course, the other one was 8 of spades. So we look for 8 of clubs. 8 of clubs, 8 of clubs, if we could find it. It's always a struggle. There it is. So we have the 8 of clubs and ace of clubs. Now, of course, you can have the spectator hold it. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if they see these cards. And of course, eventually they're going to have to see them anyway. So now that that's done, I like to give the deck a false cut at this point just to show the spectator that even though I have seen the deck, I'm just going to give it another cut. So now I don't know what the order is. So there we go. We just give it a false cut, maintaining the ace on bottom and 8 of spades on top. So you can do whatever you want as long as these cards are maintained. So now at this point, what I like to do is I like to increase the spectator interaction with this entire trick. So I like to hand the deck over to the spectator and have them deal off 1, 2, or 3 cards at a time. And I don't usually want them going any further than halfway because they would have to repeat the same thing again. So I usually just have them deal off, and generally they stop earlier on. There's some people that go all the way down, but of course we want to just try to prevent that and tell them to deal a couple of cards off the top. And of course, they can deal 1, 2, or 3. So I generally like to start off and then hand the deck over to the spectator, and they can do the same thing, deal 1, 2, or 3 cards. And really, the order of these cards doesn't matter, so they can even take chunks of cards if they want to. Because the main thing is we have that ace of spades on bottom. We want to keep that on bottom. And we have this 8 of spades originally on top. So when we're doing that dealing, we want to keep that as the first card that's being dealt. That's why I usually start the dealing off myself there. So we have that here. Now we're going to take the same card as the bottom card. So ace of spades, we're going to take the pair of the ace of spades, which is the ace of clubs, put that here face up, and close that up like this. Now we're going to repeat the same process with the second card. Let's just speed through that. Of course, the spectator is doing this. There we go. Put that down and here as well. Now at this point, if you're comfortable giving the deck a false cut or false shuffle, you can go ahead and do that. But you really just want to be careful that these cards don't separate. That almost happened. If it wasn't a false cut, these cards would have separated. But you just want to be careful that those cards don't separate. So at this point, everything has been set up. The right of the card, right? So the right of the face-up card will be the spectator selection. Both will be the pair. So that's there. And then where's the other one? 8 of clubs, 8 of spades is going to be right there. So what I like to do is I like to spread these cards out, show that they're 2 face-up cards, of course, which the spectator put. They put the cards in the location they wanted. And I like to do a recap just to instill in the spectator's mind that they were in control the entire time, increasing the impact of the effect at the end. Then, of course, you take these 2 cards out. Remember to take the card in front. Take that out, and of course, if you want to again increase the impact, have the spectator take it out and turn it over themselves to see a matching pair and another matching pair. Of course, you want to explain to the spectator throughout the trick that you'll be searching for the matching pair and that they're going to be doing pretty much all the work. And of course, building that up properly, having them interact with the deck or during the trick the entire time will really bring great reactions. And that's all I got, guys. If you want to see more cool tricks, make sure to click on this video right here, and I'll see you there. Peace out.